Good morning, everyone. The stock market is in a very interesting holding pattern. We're going to go ahead and bring up the S&P 500 via the SPY here. As you can see, we are consolidating the recent gains pretty well. It's a wedge. It's not ascending. It's pretty symmetrical overall, this wedge that's building at the SPY. And as it builds out here, I do not like the volume characteristics, the heavy volume selling, but I do like that we're holding this 50-day moving average. And what I did like on Monday is that the Russell 2000 and the Dow Jones Transportation Average led the overall market higher while the rest of the indexes were basically flat. Right now in the overnight futures market, we're flat, so very interesting. On the positive side, I only had one stop trigger an intraday sell stop. I had half of my sell stop on MGPI at 52.17. It triggered this in the morning or at some point during the day. I can't quite remember when. I locked in I think this is the long position right back here. Of course it is. I don't have my triangle up. Locked in a 20% gain, and that was it. I didn't have any other stops hit. I had some end of day sell signals. AMRB was the only full failure, but I was knocked out of all of it on this day right here. Knocked out of all of it. So we don't have to worry about that. And then on an end of day basis, GKOS was a 50% sell signal with it closing below its 20-day moving average on above average volume. And then there was KB closing below its 50-day moving average on above average volume, but that's website only. I don't have a position. But overall, pretty darn perfect for a market that looks really odd to me. So I do have three new long positions. They're all speculative. The first one is AMRI. This was in two of my volume surge scans, and as you can see, it gapped up on Friday on huge volume with BOP going to max green. On Monday, it pulled back, held the 14.14 low of the day on Friday session, held its max green, and volume was extremely above average. This makes me think a major short squeeze is possible. So I want to get long right here using my first cut loss level with the move below 14.14 and my second and final cut loss level with the move below 13.22. So if it takes out 14.14, I'll be out of half. And if it sells off below 14.14 on above average volume and loses its green BOP, then that session's low day will become the new final cut loss, not 13.22. If it maintains green BOP and low volume during the pullback, we're keeping 13.22 as my final stop. First price target is right here, this high of the day. Second price target, high of the day, what am I talking about? Is this high back here in November at 17.62? And then my next price target will be 19.35. If it gets above 19.35 and or builds a series of higher highs and higher lows before 19.35, the targets will be taken off and this will become a trend falling position. But 2% of my account capital, I still have money in my margin account to use, obviously buying power, but my cash account, that MGPI partial sell, whatever cash that raised, that's all I can put into AMRI, MSDI, and IDXG. So AMRI, 2% of my account capital, limit order 1457, stop 1414, and 1322. The next long position is a oversold turn momentum swing trade, MSDI. You can see here it's finding support right here at this 110 area. BOP went max green 4 sessions ago and it stayed it since. You can see that today's move is coming on above average volume. It's closing where it's open, just slightly off its high day. A candle over candle bullish price pattern with volume and BOP confirmation when we can only risk to 110 and then we know we're wrong. Perfect. First price target 167, next price target 197, then 295, and if we get lucky 351, and then after that, what am I doing? And then after that, I guess the next price target is all the way up here at 415. And if it gets to 415 and above 415, obviously we're going to let however the rest trend higher until it fails to stop or has an overbought 80 RSI 14 rating. But either way, MSDI, new long position, 116 limit, 110 is my final stop. It moves below 110, I'm out. And the final new long position for this Tuesday session, that's right, it's Monday evening on Maui. This time difference is horrible. IDXG going long, limit order 225. The cut loss area at 212 is crystal clear. But as you can see, if you wanted to just go back to the March lows, 210 is the low. So you can use 210 or you can use 212. Since we're not risking that much. I'm going to go ahead and use 210. So my limit order is going to be at 225. My cut loss is going to be a move below 210. My first profit target goal is up here at 365. Let's go back out here. If it makes it to 365, the next goal is 486. Then 748, then 1425, good luck, and then 1980. Doubt it, but we'll see what happens. It's a nice setup. We'll try to work with it. If it wants to work with me, great. If not, like I said, 210 is our cut loss area. You can also use 212, but IDXG, I like it. Doesn't get much better for the potential possible reward to the limited inherent risk. And then MSDI, same similar situation. And then AMRI, as long as you obey that first cut loss level, we are good to go. All right, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. Aloha.